This, we're at this point now, but what was the thing that you enjoyed most in your short time? Obviously, dealing with injuries, but what did you sort of take from joining this team?
Just the overall potential. Seeing this team grow, like I said, I was only here for a few months, but the way this team grew and mature, and realize what it's like to play playoff hockey, it's exciting. I know for myself, a big summer to get healthy, come in here, find my game again. That's something that's I guess more consistent in the lineup. In and out, whatnot. It's hard for me to do, but this team has all the the makes of doing something special. We're able to look the Hurricanes in the eyes and say, this is what it takes. That's their baseline. That's their standard now. So it's going to take a lot, but this group has it in them, and I think that's what's most exciting.
Curtis, I mean, this is probably time for you to finally get to go back home and see your wife and kid there, huh?
Yeah, I'm going to trade in my hockey helmet for a dad hat pretty quick here. I kind of have a feeling we're going to be welcoming our next one in the world pretty soon here. So yeah, I'm excited to get home. Wife's got a lot of projects for me to do, so it's time to get things going back home. Yeah.
You might work harder there, huh?
Exactly. Yeah. But honestly, I mean, I can't thank them enough for allowing me to come out here and play. It's been long. It's been grueling, a little lonely at times, but it's going to be worth it. Walking that door and being back with the family.
I know you described your game as meat and potatoes hockey, and I know you've played here for a short amount of time, but reflecting on the season, getting to the playoffs, obviously, how would you rate this season in your eyes?
You want from a personal standpoint?
Yes.
Oh, honestly, for the whole thing, pretty frustrating in an ideal situation. I get the chance to come in here at an organization that has faith in me, even the meetings I've had, and just kind of the role that I'm going to get to bring. It's been awesome, but injury-wise, health-wise, very frustrating. Again, and down the stretch, when I had the chance to kind of solidify and prove, like I said, that meat potatoes player and what I could be, you get hurt. You get plugged in. You're playing limited minutes. It's difficult, but again, I didn't complain. You get a chance to go in there, you do the best job you can. But then on top of that, the last game was when I felt my best. That's probably the best I felt in 3 months. My legs felt strong, something that I've been lacking. So for me to get healthy this summer, that's most important.
What is the character like in this room with so many young guys, and just when you're in a difficult situation like you were, just to feel part of the group and just the personalities that are in here?
It's massive. Like you said, you're going through hard times, being away from your family, injuries and whatnot. You rely upon a lot, being around the guys, and a little nervous because you said you're new, you don't know many guys, but they're so young, they're so energetic, they're so fun that it's been great. And getting to know these guys, so it's just overall excitement. Yeah, there's the disappointment from being eliminated because we really have something special going on here, but sometimes you got to learn the hard lessons, and it's what you do about them and how you come back the next season. But in saying that, you got to work. Playoffs aren't for granted now. You're starting from square one. This team took a big step, but I can't say enough good things about this group because they're so young, they're so raw, and they're so fun.
At what point do you, in an off season like this, start getting excited about next year, knowing what has been accomplished by a group, or is that right away?
I think it's right away. Even hanging out in the past couple of days, guys talking, breaking down the game, so what could we do differently and stuff like that, and we just got eliminated, but you can tell the hunger is still there. So that's what it's all about. And again, you take a few weeks to kind of let it digest, but after a season like this and the success that you've had, you want to get right back at it. So again, you can make the playoffs, you go a little ways in it. The off season gets cut a little shorter, so you take advantage of your time, but we're going to be back here before you know it.
Now that you're settled in, what are your expectations come next year? Because you talked about how it was frustrating because of everything you had to go through, but now that it's over and you're going to have time to once again get settled in, what are your expectations come next year? How can you contribute more to this team?
Yeah, just again, play my style. I'm going to be probably more leeway in the lineup, be relied upon in a lot more situations, and just kind of hit the ground running. I'm the type of guy that you get reps in, the games are going to happen. So get a full training camp in. You said summer of training and whatnot. It's going to be good. Prove that versatility, playing down the middle, playing on the wing, whatever they want to do, I'm going to do it. So it's part of my talk too. I'm going to kind of be that Swiss Army knife type of guy. So we'll see how long until they throw me back from the back end.
You need another Swiss person on this.
Yeah, really. There we go. Yeah.
In your short time as his teammate, what did you see in Jack Hughes, and what do you think the future holds for him?
Sky's the limit, honestly. I think it's, I've played on a few teams, played with a lot of players, and I think he's individually the most skilled, talented player that I've been on the ice with, the NHL level. But in saying that, it just compliments of just his demeanor. He wants to get better. He's just, you look at the playoffs and seeing him throw the body around in Game 4, blocking a shot, going down like that, and that's the stuff that, a lot of guys take notice in. He wants to win, he wants it bad, and he backs it up with his work ethic and whatnot. So things come pretty natural for him. It looks like that, but it's the behind the scenes stuff, the way he treats his teammates, the way he leads. It's sensational. So to see him continue to take steps, it's pretty remarkable because he's a world class talent.
Curtis, you talked about there a couple questions ago about how there were still guys trying to break down and scheme what they could do going forward, even though you guys got eliminated. Are you able to say who any of those guys were?
Maybe it was a little under the influence to even remember that, but no. Again, it's just more so you're talking around here and there, and it's pretty much everyone. We're hockey players, we're fans. You're keeping tabs on games and stuff, and so it's more so, like I said, that hunger. What can you do differently and stuff, and realizing that the margin between winning and losing, it's so slim. A couple bounces here and there, and the result's completely different. So ultimately, what I take from that, and even the players that have said it, it's just that they want to win, they want to be here and move forward. So it's a great feeling to be a New Jersey Devil.
In your short time here, what have you thought of Lindy as a coach?
Lindy's been great. Again, he's been pretty open and honest with me. Like I said, it's such a tough situation for me, but I've had many coaches, but he has a great balance in between being assertive on his guys, expecting the most from him, but he cares for you as a person as well. Seeing him in here, talking to him about farming or playing ping pong and stuff like that. Honestly, treats you like a person, and it's funny and whatnot, but it goes a long ways because you want to have that relationship outside of it, and so it's and even seeing what he was pretty choked up after that game because he's so proud of this group, and said I've only been here a short time, but the impact that he's had on guys, and it's pretty cool. So he has had everyone going ready for every single game.